In this video, what we're going to be doing is I've already cleaned out my aquarium filter. This is the Eheim 2213. I've cleaned out the media in here. The last step is adding in activated carbon. There's two ways of doing this. You could go out and you could buy the pads of activated carbon, which are these here. You can buy these. They're fairly expensive in my opinion. And for the same amount of money of buying, well, sorry, not fairly expensive. It's not expensive whatsoever, but what you're doing is you're getting this activated carbon pad, and you're having to replace it often. So it becomes expensive. Whereas if you were to go out at the same cost of this and buy a big jar or a canister of activated carbon, you could be using this stuff, and it'd be saving you a lot of money in the long run. So how I'm doing this is I'm taking a piece of filter floss, that's this stuff right here, and cutting it to this size. So the reason for that is so that I can use that as a bed, so that the activated carbon can go into that bed. And I'm just going to cut that out here. Okay, perfect. So I actually cut out two of them here, and I'll show you why once we get this assembled. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stuff this in here. Now I do have a little excess amount of filter floss, so I'm just going to trim that off. Just get rid of some of that stuff. Okay. Once we've done that, we can slide that in there, so it caps it off there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my activated carbon, and I'm going to put some right here in the center. Okay. Once I've done that, then I can take the pad that originally came with my filter and just slide that on top. Now these little pieces of filter media that I cut off, I could just take that and stick it on top. It'll basically act as another layer of filter floss, so got no problem doing that. Once I've done that, then it's just a matter of adding the cap back on. So once I add the cap back on, slide it in place, and it's ready to go. So now I'm just going to slide it into this container here. And I'm going to leave it like this, because when I go back to the room where I have the fish tank, I'm going to take the water from the fish tank. I'm going to pour it into here and fill it up all the way to the top. Once I've done that, then it's just a matter of hooking it up to the aquarium, and it's ready to go. Just going back to this part here, the second piece that I cut off. What I'm doing with the particular filter that I have, it does have a strainer on the end of it, but it seems that it's sucking in a lot of the plant debris. So what I'm doing is I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it at the end of the spout. So picture this as the spout. I'm going to take that and wrap it around that, and simply just take a rubber band and tie it in place. So that there, all this media, everything has to be filtered through this before it gets into the filter. So it's another layer of filtration, simply to stop any debris from going in there. This is optional. You don't have to do that. You could go out and you could buy one of those foam attachments that you can add on to the end of the filter. I see that this does the exact same job. It doesn't look as pretty, but it does the exact same job. So that's my 2 cents on cleaning out the Eheim 2213 using activated carbon that you can simply buy in a pebble format, and using filter floss to cap it off, as well as using that to filter the incoming water from the aquarium tank. If you have any questions about this video, please do post it. If you have any comments, please post them. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.